And it's at this point that you probably don't want to be inside the ship. Once those decks start flooding... Oh! Alright, the front of the ship has fallen off. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am back in Stormworks and we're going to be checking out the SS Shamrock. This is a pretty interesting looking ship. It's a little bit rusted and I'm slightly worried it's going to sink. But from what I've seen, it is a pretty cool build. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so here I am on board, and the reason why I say it's interesting is, well, it's rusted. I mean, it's definitely a unique look. I don't see a lot of ships on the workshop that are rusted up like this. So definitely a pretty cool take on a build. So with that, we're going to go up to the bridge or down to the engine room and we're going to start this thing up and, well, get it sailing. I've also read that this ship may or may not have a very explosive sinking, so that'll also be interesting. So here we are on the bridge. We've got a heating system there, and I believe that might turn on all the heaters. Could be wrong. Or maybe it just allows for the heaters to turn on. But yeah, this is where we got our lights. I do like the detail with the like pipe work and stuff like that. You can see they've painted that on, which is pretty cool. And back here we have the sinking system, so yeah, if you want to sink the ship, it is right behind the bridge. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to start up the ship inside the boiler room and engine room. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And wow, that started up super fast, so that's really good. And yep, here we go, we are on the move. And with that, we can actually start going around and looking at some of the interiors. So we've got a space back here at the back of the ship. But going down into the superstructure, we've got the kitchen over here. Oh, look at that, we got some bread. If anybody wants bread, it's down here. And going forward of there, we've got the dining room. Looks like we've got some salt and pepper shakers. We also have some tables with what look to be plates and just drinks. Over on the left side here, we've got a pantry and what looks to be an exit. Or actually a stairway. And we do have some doors that lead out to the hull. And we've got a cargo hold. Going up the stairs from there, we've got another space. Looks like, well, maybe a small reading room. I'm not exactly sure what this is. And going back from there, we have the main deck. And this is where you'll find the cargo hatches, as well as some smaller hatches that go right down into where we were earlier. Now, right at the back of the ship, we do have a workshop, and this is pretty cool. We've got these windows that sweep all the way around. And what I do find pretty cool is the creator has added some vents in the ceiling so that if you're working in here, it is a well-ventilated space. Now, back up on the lifeboat deck, we do have a couple more spaces to look at. We've got the captain's cabin to take a look at, and it's got a skylight. So that's pretty cool. And going across from there, we do have the wireless cabin. And I do like the details painted onto the walls with all the equipment there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and, well, sink the ship. It's going to be a shame because it is a really nice ship. I mean, it's got tons of detail, and if you want to check it out for yourself, a link will be in the description. But let's go ahead and do it. Alright, here we go. It is unlocked, and in 3, 2, 1. Well, there it is. There was a massive explosion, and it looked like it came from the left side of the ship. Alright, let's check in here. We'll go down this way. Make sure to close the hatch. And yeah, now the water's flooding in. That was super fast. Let's go to the engine room here. And it looks like there's no water flooding in. We do have a watertight bulkhead, but I don't know if it's designed to hold. So we'll find out shortly. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any way to stop the flooding, and I can already tell that if this area floods, we're kind of done for. So, I think it's time to abandon ship. So, we'll go ahead and try to swing these boats out. So, let's go ahead and get the davits out first. Now, I'm wondering, do I need to unlock it? Let's see. Oh, yep. That might help. There we go. It's almost there. And there it goes. I will say now, it is noticeably lower in the water. You can actually see the water sort of lapping at the side of the hull. which indicates that we don't really have long left to live. And whoa, this is pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, let's go below and check the flooding. Let's see, gotta find a stairwell down. So let's go this way, around here, and yep, there's a lot of water. So that's probably up to the ceiling back there. And it's not super bad inside, but when you look outside and you see water sort of going past the porthole and there's no waves, yeah, we're in trouble. At this point, it's impossible to not notice what's going on with the ship. I mean, you can see it's at a, what, 5, 6, maybe 7 degree angle forward. It is kind of eerie walking through this ship and knowing it's going to sink and seeing the ramifications of what we've just done, aka scuttling the ship. But yeah, there's just something very eerie and spooky about walking around on a sinking ship. And just for fun, let's go ahead and release one of these boats right here, just from this height. Here we go. And it's about to drop. There it is. Will this work? Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. That is pretty cool. And this lifeboat does seat quite a lot of people. What's interesting is we've now got water flooding over this cargo hatch. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a mechanic where it collapses in, or if it's already flooding through the hatch into the ship. There's only one way to find out. We're going down below. We're venturing back into the ship. And it's at this point that you probably don't want to be inside the ship. Once those decks start flooding... Oh! Alright, the front of the ship has fallen off. This is going to be a problem because of many reasons. One, mainly that there's going to be a lot of water flooding in. So, yeah. It's also another reason why not to be on the ship, okay? Just another random explosion or something. That water is flooding up pretty fast. Okay, yeah, we're going down. Okay, yeah, the entire front of the ship fell off and the funnel has collapsed. Oh boy, we're also rolling over. So the engine room and boiler rooms are flooding really fast. You can see it is rapidly rising. Let's go in here. Oh, hello, water. Yeah, so this is what it looks like inside the ship as it's broken in two. The water is sort of flooding differently in different spaces, so they're not all connected, and I'm not too worried about leaving doors open and stuff like that. I mean, this thing is pretty much done for, and wow. But yep, here goes the ship. It is sinking, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting wreck on the bottom. Oh, alright, and there it goes, folks, to the bottom. But I'm gonna let it sink to the bottom first before ending off the video, and we'll check out the wreck. And here's the wreck. The back end of the ship just landed on the bottom, and here's the bow. So that was a pretty interesting surprise. I didn't necessarily realize it was going to do that. I did know it was going to be explosive, but I thought that the whole explosion thing already had happened. But I guess there was a secondary explosion, or maybe just the bow was too heavy and it broke. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you all next time, guys. Goodbye.